Have you seen me in the magazine? Huh? Have you seen me in the magazine? Huh? Have you seen me in the magazine? Huh? Have you seen me in the magazine?
Beep beep, my Jeep clean, the ring stink. Bling bling, my ring finger ching ching. Ice cold, the links clean, my chain blinks. Drip drop, diamonds, cartel wing sing. Tick tock, this rich watch is so hot.
When I first start writing a song, it's usually the beat that inspires me, like a drum track or a loop that a producer sends me, or it's a song that's already out that's popular that I'm inspired by. But sometimes I get like ideas for lines. I write most of my music on the train or on the bus. It's kind of like going to and from wherever and just like feeling the energy of everybody moving about the city and just being inspired by what I see on the train. So sometimes it's just like a visual or it's like a fantasy of me trying to like escape again the world that I am in or I feel trapped in. When I was writing It Girl, was like a process of taking myself out of depression. It was like a deep depression. I had been doing art and traveling for quite a while, and it seemed as if I was becoming an it girl and everybody knew who I was, but at the same time, I was like struggling to like make ends meet. And it seemed like at a certain point, I wasn't gonna be able to succeed at this. Especially when I was watching like my Facebook feed and I'm seeing constant like police brutality videos come up and come up and come up. And at a certain point, it was just like, I'm gonna be killed before I can ever become a star. And so I think a lot of the energy in that song came from me just kind of like being over everything and everyone and just like having to fight my way through to some sort of relevance and some sort of stability. When I hit the stage, I feel where I'm supposed to be. Like, there's no other place I don't feel that comfortable. And it's not like I'm an attention whore, but it's just I like to make people feel good. And when I hit the stage, people smile. I wear insane outfits. I wear crazy hair. And I inspire them to like, I don't know, when I hit the stage, I feel beautiful. I feel strong, and so that's what I try to make people feel when they see me on stage. I started rapping at a party turned podcast called Bandry Report. And then that group, that party podcast turned into a rap group. And so Ace Boom Bap and I rap in that group, and we've been touring for 4 years now. And I started writing solo material, and we put out a couple tracks here and there on our Bandry Report SoundCloud that were just Mr. Wallace tracks, and people really loved them and responded to them. And I started writing the Faggot EP, and he was like, yeah, we should all do, you know, solo stuff and collective stuff. And so we thought we need an apparatus to hold all of us together, and that became Futurehood. Currently, I'm working on the follow-up to the Faggot EP. I haven't come up with a name yet, but I have this track that I've been performing out for a while now that I think is gonna open the project, so I'm super excited about it. It's called Angel. And I think my work, which deals with identity and how one expresses themselves and how the world sees a person and how that affects their perception of themselves and how they create their identity, starting with Faggot and then going to Angel, I think is gonna be a nice juxtaposition for my listeners, because then they can see maybe a softer, more introspective side of me, because Faggot was kind of like a high energy response to all of the bullshit in the world that I have experienced. If I was talking to my younger self, I would say, don't hold back. I think a lot of times as queer men, we're often told, don't walk like that, don't talk like that, you know, don't wear that. You know, there's all these sanctions on how you dress and how you move and how you behave in the world, especially as a Black man, because survival is so tricky in America that I think like my mom and family members and community tried to protect me and like help me grow up into this person that could like navigate in this world. But at the same time, I felt that I was constantly having to hold myself back and to like put myself down or close myself off because I had to, you know, hide this part of myself. And so if I was talking to my younger self or any young person out there that is queer and of color, I would say, please love yourself, take care of yourself, and never hold back. Because you never know what can happen. You could become the it girl.
I'm a music man, I'm a what, I'm a what, I'm a muse, I'm a man. I like to wear a skirt, I'm a flirt, you're a fan.